Hello everybody, welcome to our next collective reading. So, remember when I said that I had a really great idea about the next topic for the collective reading? Well, this would be it right here. However, I set the intention, and this was a great idea, this was a great idea for the topic, is to tune into what gives and or abilities that you guys have right now to help you have the advantage point in your situation. But the more and more I tuned into this, the more and more like I didn't even see it. Like I was tuning in, I was not picking up on anything. And then the more I questioned, because these cards here, this is telling me about your situation more than anything else. So it wasn't talking about your gifts. It wasn't talking about your abilities. It's talking about the situation. And as you can tell, there's a lot of cards. So there's going to be a lot of messages here. There's going to be a lot of different messages. So just a reminder that you guys only take what resonates and only take what applies, only take what fits, because the messages, they are going to be a little bit more diverse. So only take what resonates with you, because my readings are to act as confirmation and clarifiers only. Okay, so yes, the more I was tuning into this, then I started to question, like, what is even the silver lining, you know, in this? Because I was tuning into your guys' situation, and then I was like, dang, like, this is some straight up heavy energy. Not gonna lie, what in the world are y'all going through? It's not to scare anyone, and it's nothing really even bad, but this is just more so of how you guys are feeling. And I'm like, dang, okay. And when I was tuning into this, I was asking, well, if this is her situation, what's even the silver lining to this? And that's what I was picking up, is that you guys are having the hard time seeing the silver lining or the beauty in this situation. And then I did pull out separate cards, because I said, team, I'm not seeing any silver lining. I'm not seeing anything positive out of this at all. What's going on? And then I asked them, as I was shuffling the deck more, please reveal to me what the silver lining is here for them. Because I can't just leave you with this. Like, that was the whole point of this reading, is to get into how this is going to help you, or how you guys can connect to the silver lining, because you guys are clearly having a hard time with this. So while this is your energy, I also feel what you feel, because I have to feel into the message. I have to feel what you guys are going through often. Or that is what actually often happens. Not that I have to, it's just what happens. So anyways, I'll just hop right into it. Okay, so you have the Five of Wands in reverse, Ace of Coins, Queen of Wands in reverse, Five of Cups in reverse, the World in reverse, and let's not forget the Four of Wands over here in reverse. Okay, so the Five of Wands card is literally making me think and feel of a tower moment, okay? And I do feel that this tower moment has already happened for you guys. And that's why it's the Five of Wands over here, because it's already happened. So now we're talking about like the aftermath, right? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Okay, so there's a lot of energy here. Just be patient with me, you guys. The Five of Wands is talking about a tower moment that has already happened. And due to this tower moment, I feel that this tower moment has extremely clouded your guys' vision, your judgment, maybe even your perception on things. But it's just it caused a lot of conflict, and it's been causing a lot of cloudiness, and I'll even go as far as saying confusion for you guys. I'm recovering from a small head cold. Okay, so, whew. With that being said, with how much it's weighing on you guys and how much it's conflicting you guys and confusing you guys and clouding you guys in different ways, this leads me to say that it's like, it's affecting you guys so much where at this point, again, only take what resonates, that it is causing such conflict for you guys to really even to see and believe in the good of things anymore. Or more specifically, the situation, like I said. So you guys don't really know what to make of the situation of what happened. I'm also picking up that some of you guys do feel that there is a shift within you, and that literally has to do with what I was just saying, the Tower moment. So for those of you that are not familiar with the Tower card in tarot, the Tower card talks about a fundamental shift or a change or a shocking shift or change, but it's fundamental. So once it's happened, there's no going back. And the story behind the Tower card, or the symbology of the Tower card, is that lightning is coming down, striking the tower, and it takes the tower down where there's nothing left. And hence the fundamental, because you have to build from the ground, the fundamental, you have to build from the ground up. It's literally starting over. It's a fundamental shift or change. So this is something else that for some of you, you guys are also going through. Okay, so that's one of the scenarios. But whatever the case may be, is that it's just caused, it has caused such, I'm trying to find the right word. It has, I want to say ruffle, but that's not the right word, but it has like really ruffled your reality, and it shifted so much of your perception and your perspective of things, where things are just cloudy and you are really having the hardest time seeing and believing in the good of things anymore. And for some of you, this is just more about believing that the good in yourself. So when I say for yourself, it's really just believing the good for yourself, like having good things for yourself, believing in receiving blessings for yourself and things of that sort. And just in so many different areas. Like I said, you guys, this energy of this reading, it's so heavy and it's so intense for me that there's literally so much to unpack here. And the Queen of Wands, what she's screaming to me is lack of belief. So you guys are having a lack of belief in things, lack of belief in yourself, and lack of beliefs in just in the good, the general good of things. Okay. And for some of you, I was even picking up that you're really not even sure what to believe in anymore. You're not even sure if you can believe in the good anymore, okay? So dang, like this energy really hit you. And with the Five of Cups over here, the first thing I was picking up was stagnant energy. And this makes me feel and think that you guys might not even be sure what you're feeling right now or how to feel. But if there is anything that we're feeling, it's a feeling of stagnant. Okay, so you guys might, I'm trying to find the right words because the energy, like I said, it's something else today. This is the best way I can describe it, is that there is stagnant within your emotions. So like a lack of flow of emotions, because it's like all of a sudden you were stifled. I think that's the word I was looking for. You guys are stifled. So, you guys are stifled right now. Your emotions are stifled. And you don't really know what to feel or think. And it's just sort of stopped. It's sort of like come to a halt where there's like a lack of flow of emotions, a lack of flow of thought. And it's just completely stifled from you. Okay, and what's going on with these two cards over here? What these were telling me, for those of you who it applies to, is that you guys are going through a spiritual awakening, okay? And a spiritual awakening can feel like that. It can feel like the rug was pulled from underneath your feet. It can feel like something whiplashed you. It can feel like something hit you out of nowhere. And the expression like a sudden blow comes to mind. And that might be what you guys are feeling. It's like sort of like, whoa, what happened? What do I do with this? How do I feel? I'm not sure. And as in far of like feeling anything like emotionally or even in the heart space, I'm just picking up huge stifleness. Just, I'm not sure if you guys are stopping it or what's going on, but it's definitely stifled. But so yeah, you guys are experiencing, yeah, these two cards here, this is referring to a tower moment, because I already talked about this, but then this here in upright, it talks about stability, right? So a tower, you know, you think of a tower, it would be stable, but then the tower card in tarot, it gets struck by lightning. And this here is the opposite of stability. So there was a lot of unharmonious things that were going on in your life, okay? And these things that had taken place, they are sort of what stirred up your spiritual awakening, or this spiritual process that you're undergoing. Now, the spiritual awakening and the spiritual process that you guys are going through right now, this is not a negative thing. For those of you that are unfamiliar with this term or unfamiliar of the phenomena that happens, it is not a negative thing, but it can be a rather bumpy ride, if you will. And that's sort of the feeling that I'm getting, is just that there's a lot of jaggedness, there's a lot of bumpiness, and you guys might feel winded out. Hence the stagnant energy right here. Like you guys are just kind of kaputs. You know, not sure what to believe, not sure what to feel, not even sure what to think. You're not sure what to make of certain things. Like you just can't see past things anymore, or at this point, okay? But right now, you're going through a spiritual process of some sort, a spiritual awakening. That's what this is screaming to me. And things are, this is what's coming to mind now. Things are being, it's like you're being rewritten almost. And this has to do with what I was saying about the Tower card. I can't make this stuff up. So, like I said, a fundamental shift or a change. So you guys are literally, it's almost like you're being rewritten. Like you yourselves, your programming is being rewritten. You're going through a massive shift where literally your own fundamentals are different. Hence the belief. You're not sure what to believe in anymore. Maybe some of you guys were believing in things or were following things that that you were, but now it's like, dang, I don't know, like I don't know if this is for me anymore, or I don't know if this, basically things are just changing on a fundamental level, and nothing is literally going to be quite the same for you. And I get it, this feeling, it's like a clean slate where everything and that you thought you were, or who you thought you were and that you thought you knew, it's being completely changed. It's being pulled from underneath your feet, and it's no longer. All right, so I think I said everything that I needed to say there with those cards. Nothing else is really coming up for it. So, what is the silver lining in this? You have the Patron card. I think this is the Seven of Swords. And then the Empress. And what's funny is when I was shuffling the deck after this spread here, this was the first card that came out, but I put it back. But it came back out anyways. Excuse me. So, what is the silver lining in this, you guys? So with the Patron card, this is saying that this is an opportunity. This is an opportune time where either you can or you will be able to, excuse me again, reflect on yourself more. So when I say reflect, this is more so, and we even have a bat here, which is a symbol of rebirth. And we also have the snake in the world card, which talks about transformation and rebirth, death and rebirth. You guys are going through a spiritual transformation. Excuse me. So this is telling me here that you guys are going to have the opportunity and the advantage, the privilege to really look deeply within yourselves and see some things for as how they truly are. I'm picking up something. Maybe you guys weren't really sure of who you are, okay? That's what's changed. Maybe you guys don't feel like you know who you are anymore, or you're losing parts of yourselves. Hence the stagnant. You're losing parts of yourselves. So these parts of you that are being reflected upon and being reviewed, this is the parts that are being tweaked. These are the parts that are being rewritten. And it's sort of like all of your old programming is not being recycled, but it's like being rewired, okay? Also, another message that I was coming up is that you guys are also going to be able to see a lot of the smoke and mirrors that were in your life. So like a lot of falsehood, a lot of faults, just things that were, you know, built on deception and faulty programs and stuff that was unhealthy, things that are untrue, habits. Again, program keeps coming up. Stuff that may have even been sort of passed down to you. This is all going to be coming, up for you, moving ahead through this process and moving ahead. Okay. And with the Empress card here, this tells me, this is even in reverse. So, this tells me that you guys, I feel like you guys were really surrounded by a lot of faultiness, a lot of falsehoods, a lot of, you know, smoke and mirrors, deceptions, people and things that were not really, how do I want to put this? That were not really true. This is telling me that there was a lot of it. And the feeling that I'm getting from this card is that okay, this isn't a time, when this comes up, it's not a time to be afraid, or something to be afraid of what's going to be reflected back to you, of what's going to be brought to your awareness, of what's going to be shown to you, or of what's going to be revealed to you. It's not a time to be afraid of that. Okay, so what was the other message that was coming through for that team? What was the other message? Because there was something, I was going somewhere with that. It's nothing to be afraid of. No matter what the truth reveals, it's nothing to be afraid of. Okay, there is a message here for you following that. I'm just trying to tune into it. It's an opportune time for you to step out of these. So whatever is reflected to you, and once it is, it's an opportune time for you to step out of those smoke and mirror people, places, and things, and empower yourself. One of the ways is by stepping away from them. What else is coming through, team? So I am picking up that it is going to be a really empowering time for you. So the silver lining is that this is going to be revealing a lot of truth for you. So this process, whatever it is you're going through right now, number one, know that this spiritual transformation, this death and rebirth, it's a positive thing regardless of how it feels. I've been there, you guys. I know all too dang well, okay? And especially after drinking ayahuasca for the amount of time that I have, things definitely change. Things shift, okay? Your paradigm is no longer the same, and it feels almost unsettling because what you knew is no longer there. And what you knew is sort of, it's not even fit to apply to you anymore. Like, it just doesn't fit into your life. So the silver lining is having these truths revealed to you, seeing what smoke and mirrors were around you, and knowing that you can now see things, or these certain things, and moving away from them, because it is a time to be empowered. So your team is saying that you're moving into an empowering time, where you're truly going to be empowering and liberating yourself. And another message that I'm picking up is part of the reason why you were feeling the way that you were feeling is maybe you guys are actually starting to wake up to the smoke and mirrors already yourself. And you don't know what to do with the information. And that is why I'm here. You don't know what to do with the information that is revealed to you. The message I'm picking up with this Empress card here is, it's sort of giving me the impression that this is dead food right here. And she's been feeding off of like dead food. And while she's eating this dead food, yes, it is, while it looks fulfilling to her, though, is it really? So basically, in other words, a couple of different messages is, don't feed into energy This, why does it want to come out like that? Hold on. Interesting analogy. Why does it come out like that? Excuse me. Okay, so if somebody is trying to feed you something, don't buy into it. If it feels stale, if it feels dead, if it feels anything that, so it's like, I'm going to use this analogy. It's like if you go to a restaurant and the waiter keeps offering you like all these different options or all these different, like, you know, meals of the day or like their specialties of the day, but it's not really resonating with you and it's not jiving with you. It's not, okay, let me put it this way. Whatever is not feeding you, do not place your energy there. Because while it looks like she's eating and getting fulfilled, she's really not, because it's dead food. Okay, so that was the first message. And then the second one was, don't let other people feed off of you to where it depletes you. Okay, so that's another thing. Especially at this point right now, because you are going through a transition. Okay. Any other messages, team? All right, I think it's okay to hop into the oracle cards now. Also, I was picking up another message. There was something about bondage. Feeling like you guys are held bondage to something, or something is holding a bondage of you. I feel like just know that through this process, while you might feel like there's no way out or you feel entrapped, just know that this spiritual awakening, this shift for you that's happening, it is going to set you free from that. It's going to shake the chains off, for a lack of better terms. All right, so let's get into the oracle cards. Oh, my ear is ringing. Really deep ringing. All right. So, sorry you guys, this is not really prepared. I just sort of went on a whim. I normally have my cards out in advance. So, let's see. I feel called to pull out this deck first. All right. Setting the intention to bring in confirmation and or clarifies for the highest and best good of this reading. Okay, just one card at a time. And there you have it. All right, so this is, oh my God, I knew this was going to come out too. Angel frequency, angels are here, you are safe. Potent connection, yeah. So right now, you guys, I was picking up on this too, hence the not sure what to believe in or believe in the good anymore. And that can definitely happen, absolutely, with a spiritual shift and death and rebirth, awakening, all of that jazz, arose by any other name, is when we go through that, it does feel like we lose our connection for a brief amount of time with the divine. And I felt like that with one of my spiritual shifts and transformation, my death and rebirth. But I can assure you it is a time where it is strengthening. And this was the card that came out. It says, angels are here. You are safe, potent connection. So while you guys are going through this transition, and while they are revealing to you the smoke and mirrors that, you know, that you have been surrounded by, know that you are protected at this time. It's just like I said, this is not a time to be afraid. This is a time to be empowered. You are a safe, potent connection. Okay? Angels are here, and so are your guides. They never leave you. So let's tune into the message of this card. Okay. So your message says, angels are drawing close at this time. So be open to signs and synchronicities that confirm this. It's important for you to know that through your actions, choices, and service, you have upgraded your spiritual connection and your frequency. Rejoice, for you may be rewarded with abundance and blessings, okay? That's also the Ace of Coins, because Ace of Coins, it talks about a new blessing or materialization coming in. So rejoice, for you may be rewarded with abundance and blessings at this time, and you have been making choices that are not just for your own greater good, but for that of all those around you. Okay. All right. So I knew there was probably going to be messages that I missed. So in terms of, you know, having this shift and things changing, some of you guys might have already cleared out so much, but it's almost like now that the card is saying, or this is what I feel for you guys anyways, that you guys have cleared out so much, you guys have changed so much within yourselves, and so much has changed around you, that it's sort of like your inner voice or you yourself is thinking or feeling, now what? You know, like everything is different now. Everything is shifted and changed so much for you. It's almost like, now what? I don't know what to do with this. I don't really know where to place myself. Where do I place my belief? Where do I go from here? And this is why the messages are here, to help bring you confirmation and clarity as into what's going on and the silver lining. So your guys' connection to the divine, your guides, source, etc., it's being strengthened at this time where you're moving into a deeper connection. Your guardian angel is with you now, helping you remember your infinite power and potential. Reach for the stars and trust that all the efforts you have been making, both internally and externally, will bring blessings and opportunities. Excuse me. The path you are on is aligned to your highest good. That makes sense with your spiritual awakening. And the support you need is there for you. Okay. Okay, yeah. So, talking about the feeling of being rocky and unstable, you'll definitely feel like you need support. All right. I know it's sort of picking up on that too. So you guys still have support. It's still there. Just reach out. Just reach out to your guides. Just reach out to your team. They're listening. So you are cherished by angels is the last message that says. This is a really broad reading. So I'm going to pull one more card from this deck. But if you feel disconnected, your team, they definitely want you to know that they're still here. And as a matter of fact, I do feel that they are saying that they are wanting to connect with you and that they are trying to connect with you more, hence the potent connection. And it might be a little bit cloudy. It might feel a little bit cloudy at this time because you guys are going through a transition, but the connection is becoming more potent. It is becoming more deeper. Okay, so what other confirmation and clarifier can you bring, team? Just one card, please. Okay, can I please have a card? I feel that the team, not the team, I feel like the group needs it. I feel like there's one more message in here for somebody. Okay. All right, so this is, ooh, I love it. Soul Star activation, fulfilling soul contracts, remembering who you are. Yes, remembering who you are. You're awakening. You are shifting. You are transforming. You're going through a death and rebirth. Not sure who you are. Now you're remembering who you are, but who you truly are, who you actually are. Let the pieces and information and all of that jazz come back to you. Yes. Okay, so let us hop into this message because that is a big one. And that looks like Horus, Egyptian god Horus. Okay. So, Soul Star activation. LMNOP. Alrighty. Okay, so through your previous journeys, you have learned much about the inner workings of your soul and about the cycles of karma. Before this incarnation, you set a powerful intention to remember your divine origins. At this point, you're in a powerful space. Yes, I did talk about empowerment. You are in a powerful space, for you are remembering who you truly are, and you know that you have it within you to make a great difference in your own life. Yes, the fundamental shift, like I'm saying, the lives of those you love, and of course the world. This remembering is in alignment with the soul contracts you made before coming to this realm. If you find yourself worrying if you are making the right decisions, yes, so that Queen of Wands card in reverse, it talked a lot about not believing in something. Like there's like this huge element of lack of belief, and I was really feeling it like within yourself. So if you find yourself worrying if you are making the right decisions, know that even if you are not conscious of it, all that you have chosen so far is in accordance with your soul's evolutionary plan. And when you draw at this gateway, you are opening up higher levels. Hence, potent connection. You guys, I can't make this up. I literally can't. Okay. So what else is coming through? Let's see what's going on with the spiritual awakening here. Because I feel like it can be so different for everybody. So I'm going to pull 3 different cards from this deck. That's what I feel called to do. All right. So what is going on with this spiritual shift and transformation, death, and rebirth? All right. So I just want everyone to close their eyes and take some deep breaths. Take 3 deep breaths for me because I'm about to do some personal draws. And I want everyone to pick a number between 1 through 3. Just let it come to you. If you want to do all, that's fine too. For my number 1s, this is for you. What's happening? What's going on? My number 1s. My number 2s and number 3s, keep breathing, relax. Ask out loud or in your heart, what's happening with my spiritual shift and transformation? can be brought to the surface about their spiritual transformation. All right, so for my number ones, you have, I have card. You have heart chakra, forgiveness, compassion, releasing negativity. So this is you guys releasing the smoke and mirrors and deception and the unhealthy things that you are being fed or surrounded by in your life. Forgiveness and compassion. This makes me think of that your heart is expanding more. So it's being more open, your heart being more open to people and things in life. And forgiveness. And I feel like that this forgiveness is more about yourself. And that's sort of, I'm feeling that. Forgiveness about yourself. Whatever you guys need to forgive yourself for. And that, it makes me think of the 7 of this card here. Because this is really a card about self-imposed things. Okay? Even if it's in reverse. So self-forgiveness. And just being compassionate and forgiving others that have wronged you or hurt you on your path, because you guys, it was part of your experience. It's part of the lessons that you had to go through. And just know and understand that these things came into your life to help you grow stronger and to teach you a lesson, to become wiser. I know it may not be what you need to hear right now, but it's the truth. And you don't want to hold on to that negativity. You don't want to hold on to resentment. Let that go. Let your heart open. Hence the 5 of Cups. You guys feeling stagnant. And I was feeling it in the heart. You guys feeling super stagnant with your emotions and the feelings in the heart chakra. Okay? So it's time to release what is not serving you. Release the negativity. Release resentment. Forgive and bringing compassion. Calling compassion. Ask your guides to help you heal through this. To help you heal and move this energy through your transition. Okay? All right. So my number 2s, and that's funny that we have 22 right there. So if you guys felt called to pile number 2, or not pile number 2, but for those that picked number 2, this might also be for you as well. This might be for everybody, but I just wanted to pull out some specifics for this very massive shift, for this large group. Okay, so, that came up right away. We have air, the element of air. And it says, sacred teachings, learning the mysteries. Yes, so this is the mystery of life. This is the divine. This is the literal magic, mystery, and synchronicities. Hence the angel card. Follow and listen to the synchronicities you've been getting. That's the mystery. That's the magic of life. Learning the mysteries, okay? And that also has to do with the flow of your divine evolution, of your spiritual growth and transformation, death and rebirth, your shift right now. And sacred teachings, like I said, these things are happening. They happen to teach you, to help you grow wiser and stronger. I know that's cliche, and it may seem kind of to hear right now, but trust me, these cards are coming up, and when you get it, you'll get it. You'll understand the lesson and what it taught you, okay? And that's my throat chakra, which means I'm speaking it into truth. So sacred teachings, this is what your message says, you guys. Air. Also, for some of you, maybe it's time that you guys do start speaking up on your truth more, okay? It's time that you start speaking your truth more, speaking your truth from your heart, okay? Speaking the truth from your heart. And that's where the truth is. It's in your heart. Okay, so where is air? Number 4. And if you guys look, 2 plus 2 is 4. Here's your synchronicities, okay? So for some of you guys, you might be seeing the angel number 224, or you might be seeing 222. You might be seeing 444. You do the math. But either way, I can't make this up. I can't make this up. All right, so what is the message for pile number 2s? Okay. Sacred teachings, knowledge is power. Like I said, a time for empowerment, divine into the mystery, or diving into the mystery. So air is an element that has long been intertwined with the history of sound and music. Some of the earliest known musical instruments in human history are flutes carved out of the bones of animals. Some specimens of bone flutes have even been dated back over 600,000 years. To our Netherland ancestors, testifying the fact that our ancient ancestors were capable of sophisticated artistic expressions like music. It is theorized that the use of the first musical instrument propelled the development of human consciousness, okay? I just felt called to read that part. So here it is. Here's your main message. The air element represents the spread of knowledge, wisdom, and ideas. Air invites us into the mental space of learning and the sharing of knowledge. If you have drawn this card, you are invited to dive into the learning. You are invited to dive into the learning of sacred teachings or any subject that you have taken an interest in lately. Okay. If there have been any topics, practices, cultures, art forms, etc., to which you are feeling drawn, now is the time to dive deep into those mysteries. There are many discoveries to unearth here if you invest the time in researching and learning, okay? And that also has to do with the card. Boy, the sun is really going out. With the mirror card, like I said, a time to reflect and review on what is being shown to you with the information, but also some of you guys are going to be heading into different things that are more of your elements, because air is an element. So you guys are going to be moving into things that are more of your element. And that, I don't know if I said this earlier, but some of you guys might be leaving traditions, or leaving, like, for lack of a better term, some of you guys might be leaving old belief systems, religions, or, belief structures that were passed down to you, and you guys are going to be moving more into your element and living and speaking your truth and from the heart. Living and speaking your truth from the heart. Okay. So pile number 3. So for those of you that chose number 3, this is what's going on for you. And again, if you chose all numbers, that's fine. All of this might apply to you. Whatever does, just take what resonates only. Okay. All right, that was fast. Okay, so then you guys, I'm done today. I'm done. These synchronicities are off the chart. We have another number 2. So you guys might be seeing the number 222 a lot, okay? And again, this adds up to 4, and we have 4 right here, and then here's another 2. And it says metal. Forged under pressure, you guys, that's your spiritual transformation, your death and rebirth. Okay, focus on the finish. Yes, that's why we're doing this reading, everybody, because you guys had a hard time, and it's totally okay. That's why I'm here. I get it. It is hard to see the silver lining in things. This is the silver lining to the process of what's happening. And you guys, this isn't even a negative thing, regardless of how it feels. This is a positive thing that's happening. It's a positive phenomenon. All right, so this is your message for my pile number 3 is forged under pressure, focus on the finish, or for all of those who it applies to. Okay, so Okay, so, where is the message here? Surely you've heard the adage that reminds us that diamonds are formed under intense heat and pressure. Yes, the metal element reminds us that beautiful outcomes are often forged under intense pressure. Here's your silver lining, you guys. This is what they're talking about right here. Boom. Okay. Especially in today's environment of meticulously curated social media feeds, we are often shown finished projects, but we are not shown the hard work that went into the creation. This can lead into unrealistic expectations that things will always come easily and you can simply manifest anything your heart desires with little work to achieve it. This card shows up when you may be feeling overwhelmed with a goal or idea you are working towards. Okay? You may even feel like throwing in the towel. Yeah, you guys are like losing your faith. You're not sure where to place your vision. Your perception is cloudy. You're not sure what's going on. You're having a hard time believing in it. Okay. You may even feel like throwing in the towel. You are being encouraged to focus your attention on the intended outcome rather than dreading the work that will inevitably go into achieving the outcome. Set your sight on the end goal and remind yourself of your why to get through the intensity. Metal is here to tell you that it won't be easy, but it'll be worth it. And you guys, to me, this just screams of the spiritual transformation you guys are going through right now. And I am saying full-heartedly, in full confidence, that this transformation is already taking place right now, that it's already happened, and you guys are undergoing this pressure. It is the pressure of your transformation, of your spiritual death and rebirth. And regardless of how it feels right now, you can hate me for saying this. I know it. I know it's easier said than done. But I've been there, and I'm here if you guys want to talk about it. I'm here for support. I forgot where I was going. But this is your spiritual transformation. Okay? And it is a beautiful thing that's happening. Even though it feels tough. I really don't know any other way to say it. Because everything else has just been hitting it on the head. It's been hitting the nail on the head. All right. So let's pull out a couple more cards. I won't keep you guys much longer, but this is what clearly is needed. What other confirmation and or clarifier can you bring? Better yet, what blessings can you shed? Like, can you bring me some cards on talking about their blessings coming from this, other than what we've already touched? That's what I feel. I feel like we need some positive cards from this Egyptian deck. All right, so what blessing is going to be coming their way? What other beauty is blossoming from this? All right. Woohoo! So you guys, again with like, we had the angel card here that talked about protection. You are protected and potent connection. And here you guys have protection again. Regeneration. Yep, that's death and rebirth. And royal power, health protection. So your guys' health might be getting better as well. Mentally, emotionally, definitely on the emotional part with the cups. But all levels, health protection, protected from evil eye. So this is also talking to me that you guys are going to be moving away from things that are toxic, things that are not good for you guys, the smoke and mirrors. Excuse me. Yeah, the smoke and mirrors, all that jazz. Things that were, God, I really want to say just clouding you, okay? Like they were, wow, they were clouding you? So some other things were clouding you too. Okay. Okay. So you guys are having some amazing protection right here and now and moving forward. One more card from here. What other beautiful thing is blossoming from this? Okay, everyone just take some deep breaths and relax. You're gonna get through this, and you are getting through this. You are not alone in this. You are not alone in this. What? Okay, what is blossoming for these guys through this transformation and shift? All right, so your next card, whoa, that's 2. Okay. Okay. Alrighty, so these are our next cards. I do feel it. All right, so your first one says dreaming. Okay, so pay attention to your dreams, seeing beyond present reality, and pursue your dreams. Yes, you guys, so that's what this metal card is also referring to. So some of you guys might also be in the works or in the midst of a transformation with a project or a business plan that you guys have going on, something that you're working, and this card is telling you that you guys are going to be seeing it through. So I feel like you guys are protected, and what you guys are working on right now is also very much protected. I do feel called to say that. So it says, pursue your dreams. You will see your dreams into reality. But again, this is talking about perseverance. This is talking about the work, okay? And also your spiritual transformation right now too. So a couple of things going through a transformation is you yourself, and then this project or your dream that you are working on as well. So big things happening with that, okay? And then your other card says far away. You could move far away, distant places and people, separation and breakup. So truthfully, you guys, what I'm feeling with this is that a couple of things. Some of you guys might be moving into, and this really has to go with what I was saying too with the smoke and mirrors, is that you guys will be moving into like better groups of people, better environments, moving away from smoke and mirrors, things that just don't serve you, etc., etc. Moving into places and groups that serve you and that you like, for a lack of better terms, because I really don't like to use stale words, but you could be moving far away. You guys, that top message is really hitting my heart space, which tells me that there's a lot to be said there. So I feel like you guys are going to be moving far away from the things that are not serving you right now, the things that are smoke and mirrors, and you guys are going to be moving on to better things. And also, I feel like you guys are going to be rekindled with people that I feel like this, I think that this might be for a select of you. You guys might be missing certain people, and I feel like you guys are going to be brought back to certain relationships and certain friendships, okay? And I do feel that these are healthy connections and people, along with you guys also being able, oh, I did, you know what? I did talk about you guys feeling bonded, like something is holding you bondage and you have a hard time getting out. So that could also be in regards to that relationship. So if you guys are feeling bonded or tied down to a relationship, and it doesn't even have to be romantic, but tied down to a relationship where it's keeping you in bondage and you're having a hard time getting away from it, this is what's going to be coming up. You guys are going to be able to break the chains from that. The chain is going to be broken, so to speak. And you do have protection here. So they are helping you move far away from that as well. But I also do feel that you guys are also going to be moving into some kindred connections, maybe some people that you have missed. Okay, I really feel something in the heart space with that, something about a connection in the positive aspect. All right. So you guys, this is all that I'm seeing for you today. I hope this brought you all the confirmation and clarity that you need. I hope you can see the beautiful silver linings and the beautiful things that are blossoming for you from this transformation, from this shift that you guys are going through right now. And just a reminder that you're not in it alone. And I'm definitely here if any of you guys need to talk about it. So sending you all so much love, sending you guys my support through this all. And again, you're not alone. All right, I'll see you guys next time for the collective reading. Bye.